Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Aden in a car after having too much coffee! Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's afternoon. Now, funny thing, I did record this morning, but it's going to end up on the cutting room floor. Mostly major, well, I don't think it was that good. I never think they're that good, but I don't know. Wasn't feeling it this morning. But more importantly, I started recording too late. And you don't need to know where I park. So that one will remain out there in the digital graveyard. Which, how about that for today? A reminder, go back up your photos and videos, everyone. Some of those have been living on your phone for far too long. Don't you think those special memories that you've taken deserve to be backed up and preserved for generations to come? Now, you might be thinking to yourself, but Aden, that's too hard to, get my photos to sync where they need to. Okay, but have you really spent some time sitting down at a computer with your phone and your computer or whatever, the iPad, whatever you need, and just been like, okay, internet, how can I do this? And really spent just a little bit of time researching how this would best work for you. I find that most people just want to live in that excuse of, it's too difficult, I don't do that sort of thing. I myself, guilty of that sometimes. But I do have ways of backing up my files. I like Plex. Plex is great. It's my own personal little Netflix that I can share, and it's not geo-fenced, type of deal. Plex, if you don't know, is a media server that you can run, and like I just said, it can be your own little Netflix if you set it up that way. One of those things that I suggest that you can go and sit and learn a little bit about. But your photos are like your memories, right? You want to preserve those things. You want to. Let's look at it this way. In the past, before we had cameras everywhere, people spent a long time journaling, and just so their knowledge and memories could be passed on down to generations beyond them. So why, with all the tools laying there in front of us that we could use to pass those memories down to generations beyond us, can you not spend probably the same amount of time it would take one of those people many years ago to write one journal entry to sit down and research how best to save and be able to access your photos? Maybe you just need to spend a little money. I mean, do you need to make a bigger iCloud? Do you need to find a service on your Android phone that backs them up? I'm now going to sit in traffic, so that's fun. So I challenge you. Think about what it's actually worth to you to be able to freely access your photos and videos. I find it to be a fun hobby. I hope you do too. Maybe it's just a fun hobby of sharing them. I don't know too much of what we talked about this morning to kind of recap what won't be put out there, but I do know it was cold, and I had my funny hat on, because it's still sitting here next to me. So March, if you could, I don't know, get out of the way of April. We're only a few days here, right? But I am ready for some warm weather. We've got the longer days of light. Why can't we have the weather to go along with it? And that's the thing. It has warmed up now that the sun's been out for, well, almost the entirety of the day. But I have been noticing a lot of pink skies in those morning sunrises. So, pink sky in the morning, sailor's warning. The adage of... I actually don't know what the adage really means other than, like, choppy seas. I'm not on the sea, but perhaps more rain is in our forecast in the near future. Well, the week is more than half done. I myself have a large event. Oh, that was another thing that was happening this morning, now that it reminds me. Work was already texting me before I even got in this morning. At like 6:45, the things were broken. So I had that whole mess that took pretty much all morning. Anyway, I'm babbling. Because it has been a long day. And I could use a nap. Now that won't happen because, you know, it's dance night. Not for me, but for one of my children. So we're gonna go dance the night away. Maybe we'll just get to bed early, because that would be nice. Anyway, keep on keeping on. Stay happy, stay healthy, drive safely. We'll catch you on the flip side. See you tomorrow!